Hello! Here we are in the flight deck of Midler Airways. It's Saturday, Capitan. It's Saturday, which means it's flight day. Hashtag destination dining day. So we are about to take off from last week's location, which was Penang in Malaysia, and we're just pushing back. No, we're not. We've pushed back. We're heading out to take off.
To the runway.
To the runway. Correct terminology.
Technical term is runway.
See my eyebrows going up? Anywho, we're going to take off in a minute and I'll let you all see that. And we will be flying for how many hours?
6.5.
6.5 hours in real time. And landing at Narita Airport in Tokyo this evening in time for our Japanese themed din-dins. Woohoo! Getting to love our Saturday destination dining. I'm going to flip the camera. Hang on. I'm going to flip the camera so you can see our takeoff from Penang, and then we'll be on our merry way to Narita Airport. And then we'll see you later tonight for the landing and for our dinner. Bye. Oh, hang on, I'm flipping it round. I'm not saying bye. Okay. So this is us making our way. You can just see the runway is right here in front of us. And the captain is going to do a quick turn onto the runway and a quick takeoff. Is that correct?
Yep.
Because there doesn't seem to be anybody else in our way.
We have clearance for departure.
Clearance for departure. Now, I know it's hard to probably get a feeling from where you're sitting, but where I'm sitting, it feels so real to turn onto this runway. It's hard to remember that we're actually not in an aeroplane sometimes. Over there you can see Penang Airport, and we are, I don't know if you can hear in the background the engines revving.
All right, you good to go?
We're good to go. Let's go. Let's do this.
We're very heavy, so it'll be a 30-second departure.
Not heavy.
We are heavy.
Rude.
320 people, lots of cargo.
How rude. That's all of the eating.
Here we go.
Woo! Look, it feels so real. It's crazy.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. And I'll show you some beautiful footage.
Flaps up.
I mean, it really does feel like you are taking off.
Move back a bit. I'm going to do a right-hand turn, so look out that way.
Oh, turning, yikesy. You honestly feel like you need to hold on. So, Captain, we're turning right, and then where are we going?
Okay, so
hang on.
Check this map here. So we're just leaving Georgetown, and we're going to track across Malaysia, and then we're going to fly. It's quite a distance actually, up to Hong Kong via Vietnam.
Okay.
And then across China.
Jeez.
And then up to Japan, into Narita at Tokyo.
Alrighty. Okay, last look. Just going to show you the view from up here as we've taken off from Penang. Now remember, this is we're flying in real time, in real weather, and real visuals. Yeah. Real visuals. So this is what you would see. Right. Anywho.
Got clearance to 11,000 feet.
Safe
flying now.
Safe flying, and we'll see you see you in Japan.
east coast of Vietnam.
So we're currently over the ocean. Not a lot to see really, just some low-level cloud. And I'm currently flying, look, hands off, no hands. And here's my other hand as I change hands with the camera. And the reason why I can do that is because I have pressed this button, AP, which is highlighted up on my primary flight display to tell me that the autopilot has been engaged. And autopilot is a fantastic tool. Takes a lot of pressure off flying. And what it does is it manages three key important facets of flying. One, as you can see up here in the green, it's managing the speed. Two, LNAV, it's managing the lateral movement of the aircraft, so the ability for the aircraft to turn left and right. And VNAV manages the ability for the aircraft to move vertically, so to climb or to descend. And it does that by following a course or a track. We put a flight plan into the system, and that comes up as a purple line. You can just see that there on the navigation screen. Or not, purple line. And that purple line is keyed in through the flight management computer, and it's made up of all these points, or we call them waypoints. Each waypoint has a name and have a physical place in space that we have to fly through. And on this display here I can see that each of those rings give me a range. At the moment we're looking as far out as 40 nautical miles. To double that you'll get kilometres, so 80 kilometres ahead. I can change the zoom factor by changing this little dial here. So if I go out to 80, or you can see we're going to do a left-hand turn soon, and if I go out even further, and I go out even further, let's go right out to 640 nautical miles, come back to the display, and you can see that we're kind of heading in a direction that we're going to do a left-hand turn, and then do a right-angle right-hand turn, and then come back to the path again. And you might be wondering, why am I doing that? Why am I looking to head towards CH? So if I come back a bit further, and I show you another piece of software that I've got running on the pad, which tracks us, you can see that we left the Vietnamese coastline, we're heading out over the ocean. If I just move the map down a little bit, you can see that little left-hand turn and then that right-hand turn back to follow up the coast. And if we zoom in, we will see that that little turn is over Hong Kong, because I want to see Hong Kong from 35,000 feet. So here's another little fun fact for you about our flying. You'll see the clock has two displays, 0408 and 0243. So the 0408 is UTC time, Universal Time. The military refer to this as Zulu. And so I run the sim based on Universal Time as if it's for real, a real clock. UTC is a little bit different to Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, because GMT is adjusted for daylight savings in England. So right now in London, it would be 0508 in the morning, which is 1 hour offset because of daylight savings there, from 04, or now 09. And just to highlight that I am running real world, if I just scan up to the pad, you'll see the time of the pad is 2:09 p.m. and it's Saturday afternoon here. So I do run real world, and I do run the sim in real time. And speaking of which, if I come back to our MIP clock, that 2:44, that is our flight time. So we've been flying for 2 hours and 44 minutes. And if I want to get a projection on when we will be landing, on my flight management computer I've got a variety of features, but if I press my progress button it changes the display, and on the progress you can see that we will arrive at our destination, which is RJAA, which is Narita, at 0841 Zulu. So 0841, at the moment it's 0409, so we've still got quite a few hours to go. And you can also see that we're 178 nautical miles from Hong Kong. We'll be there at 0433. Right now it is 0410. So in 23 minutes we will pass over Hong Kong. And we put back that 2 legs and I can track where we're headed. Coming up to Hong Kong. About 16 nautical miles to go. Over on the left hand side, that just there is Macau. And on our moving map, we're getting pretty close. So we continue to make this right turn. And if we look on the moving map, you can see we're cutting that corner because clearly we can't make a perfectly 90-degree right-hand turn while flying. We have to bank round the corner. Over Japan, and hopefully from here you can see the main island. We're going to follow the path right in. So on the flight management computer we have a page called Departures and Arrivals. We can see we have RJAA, which is Narita. Arrivals, if I press the button, we can see all the different approaches based on the runways. If I scroll down, we'll see that at the moment we have ILS runway 34 left is activated. If I bring up the nav radio screen, we can see the ILS frequency of 111.90 is in the system, and that's giving us a heading of 337 degrees, which means if we approach the runway at a heading of 337 we'll line up with it perfectly. It's sitting in park at the moment because we're not close enough to pick up that frequency. The moment the aircraft picks up that frequency, park will disappear and we will start to hone in on that glide slope into Narita Airport. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see, but on the map we have the city of Fuji, and out there is Mount Fuji. That is Mount Fuji. Pretty cool, huh?
this is a cool feature. This overlays the chart, I'm not sure if you can see that, overlays the chart on our route.
Good evening. Hey everyone. We are coming into land at Narita Airport in Tokyo. Any minute now. We're a few minutes out. We're going to start descending very soon, and I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see. This is for you, Bev. You asked to see some more of the business that's going on at the business end here in the flight deck, so I'm going to turn that and Saul can explain what he's doing. And we have sort of dinner on the go, our Japanese...
Airport in sight, airport in sight.
Airport in sight. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around. He gets very excited, as you can tell. Going to flip this around and you're going to be able to see as we come down.
Alright, so we are about to lock onto the ILS localizer and we'll follow that right down the runway. To do that though, I have to adjust our speed, to reduce our speed, and as I do that I'll be adjusting the flaps.
Always want to adjust your flaps. Sorry. Oopsie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us what else. What's
I
this?
have now activated auto approach, so autopilot.
It's an app.
Yeah, it's for approach.
Okay, approach.
So the aircraft is now nosing down towards the runway following the glide slope. And I am now going to...
Is there anything here that we should be looking at?
No, but I'm going to drop the gear.
Okay.
So here we go.
As in the landing gear.
Landing gear, and you can hear it.
Did you hear that, folks? Landing gear.
Right, cabin's ready.
The cabin is ready.
I'll just confirm. Cabin is ready.
Where's the announcements? Doesn't she tell us to put out?
Done that already.
Oh, we missed the announcements for
Missed
coming
the
into
announcements.
land. Damn. Okay, so where are we? Are we turning or is it a straight approach?
It's a straight approach. We can
I
just
can
see the
see
lights
it.
now,
Yeah.
the red lights.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can
Slow us
see
down
it,
a bit more.
but you can see the runway ahead. We are at, for those of you interested, we are at 144 something.
144 something. Oh, that's speed.
Yeah, 144 what?
Knots.
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 144 knots.
Right.
Okay.
Which is our target landing speed.
That's our target
144.
landing speed. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, hang on.
Flaps.
Yeah, there we go. There we have. There's knots.
Yep.
There. Okay.
Flaps are approaching 30.
Flaps approaching 30. So I'm going to keep an eye on what's happening in here.
So we're all good here.
Nothing to happen there.
And now it's just looking outside. We're now configured for landing.
Okay, so
Gear is down, auto brake set
you
to 2.
should be able to see in the distance it's kind of an orangey, reddy light
Right, there's a series of lights, red and white,
out there.
out there, yeah.
You can only see sort of like a red flamey.
As we get closer.
That's our target. That's the airport, Narita. It's very flat.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be quite so. I've never been to Japan. Bev, if you're watching, I know that you are big fans of Japan. It's definitely on my list, on our bucket list. Just a little side note on the whole skincare side of things. Sorry to do that, but Rodan Fields is in 4 countries. It's in the USA, it's in Canada, it's in Australia, and it launched in Japan just before COVID hit. So the Japanese love their skincare, the women love their skincare, so it's an amazing market. So it's definitely something I'm interested in and a place I'd like to visit. Okay, that's enough of the public service
And this
announcement.
flight is sponsored by Rodan Fields.
I probably paid for this bloody flight simulator with Rodan and Fields money.
Okay, so you can see the runway right in front of us. On the right is the airport. On the right of that is another runway, which obviously we're not landing at. We're landing on this one. We're approaching runway 34 left.
Hang on.
Runway 34 left. I've got to look this way.
Okay, he's going to now concentrate on landing. Bev, I hope that that gave you some interesting little bits, and anybody else who might be watching or watching this on replay later.
Glide slope, localizer, right where we should be, land 3, which means we are on target to touchdown on the runway where we should be.
So anybody who might think that this is a game kind of simulator, well, I mean, it's a pretty intense piece of craftsmanship, and it's to scale and all of the above. Okay, we are coming in to land. You can see to the right of the runway where the camera is pointing now, that's like the airport building.
Right, I'm going to disengage autopilot. And now I'm manually flying it in.
Oh, that's
which
exciting.
is normal procedure at 1,000 feet.
So is there anything to see here?
No, just outside.
Nothing to see here. Okay, we're coming into land at Narita. Now this is how the airport looks in real life,
Yeah.
because you've purchased this airport.
Well, actually, Daniel bought it for me for Father's Day.
So he now, yes, he owns this airport, and so this is a complete, not replica, but representation of the way Narita Airport would look if you were coming into land. That's pretty
Continue.
cool. And here we are coming in to land. I'm trying to get it from your perspective.
Don't worry, if you do it from your perspective, I've got a camera behind me.
Okay.
You check out the airport, that's all.
So look, you can see very quickly, you can see there's aeroplanes out here. Okay. It's a very realistic.
Disengaging auto throttle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Japan, Tokyo.
Welcome to Tokyo. We have landed. Thank you for a safe landing again. We'll just have a little quick squeezy out the side, and you can see
Manual braking.
not too busy at Narita Airport today. There's a few planes parked, and we, by the way, if you didn't know, we're British Airways.
Yeah.
We're a British Airways jet, so we'll be heading over to wherever British Airways plonk themselves. That looks like a British Airways right ahead. So there we are, coming into the airport, coming into park.
I think it's gate 22 we have been allotted.
I don't know if people want to see us come to the gate, but you can see there's more planes here. So it's yeah, it would be nice to actually really be here, wouldn't it? Nice weather.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the taxi in a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the
I hope you can hear.
safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatbelt pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, and some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
Gate 23, here we are.
So I don't know if you could hear. I hope you could hear. Danielle's listening, and she said you can hear. That there was the announcement, so we've arrived. Don't get out of your seats until we're at the gate, and this is our gate. So we shall now be saying au revoir or arigato for flying with us. That's the
Arigato
only-
gozaimasu.
Yeah, that's all I know. And we're going to go now and get our Japanese feast happening. Thank you for flying with us yet again. Adam Kluger saying the hostie has attitude. I assume you mean the British Airways lady telling us to not get out of our seats. We should have got an LL plane. That would have been more fun. Anywho, it's been fun flying with you all. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, thanks for
And
flying.
We shall
services.
let you know where we're all heading for next week's #destination dining.
Shutting
Good
down
night,
the
all.
engines.
Have a good night. Bye. Okay. That sounds good. So after we take the entree, the dumpling, and the it's good. Soy and vinegar. Oh,
Can you just put them on?
They're delicious. I think they're alcoholic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I figured.
Cool.
They're nice.
3% alcohol. 0.83 centigrade.
What's it smell like?
Very peachy.
Really?
Yeah. And then it waits on just
Oh, I like it.
It's not definitely disappearing.
Very yummy.
Is it minted though?
We didn't add the whole sauce. Do you want to put it back in there? There are 3 boxes, and then there's a
So what
separate
are
box of the matcha.
Vanilla,
Vanilla, yum. Mango, yum.
mango, matcha, chocolate, strawberry, black sesame.
Okay.
Yum.
Outside is mochi.
Oh, yum.
That's so weird.
Remember
like
that Diet Coke thing
What's yours?
you got,
Black sesame.
mother?
I don't know how I feel about this.
I like it.
Oh, good Josh. I love black sesame ice cream.
Very yummy.
Oh, Josh and I have very similar opinions about things. I don't like flavor.
That is it.
Vanilla.
Someone just scrape off the outside.
No, I like the outside. Yum.
Really?
Just cracking up
So
the
weird,
to
look
get
at
rid of it. Oh, that looks like silicon. Like,
took it.
It is like silicone.
it, like by the looks of it, it's like
It's
yeah.
mochi.
So what are the other flavors?
Can you potentially peel it off?
Vanilla,
Yeah, look.
mango, chocolate.
Let's deconstruct and just eat.
That's not how the
Look at
Japanese. That's not how the Japanese would want you to eat it.
this. You can totally peel it. Actually. You can totally peel it. Oh, there we go. There you go, Josh. Look,
Oh, there you go.
that's better. Without that weird.
I thought it was weird that they were called mochi ice because I was like, it doesn't have mochi.